graphical representation of SHM, that means graphical representation of displacement, velocity, acceleration of a particle performing linear SHM. When the particle starts from extreme position, we know the displacement when a particle starts from extreme position as x is equal to a cos of omega t. Velocity is nothing but rate of change of displacement. Now find the derivative of displacement by substituting its value cos of omega t. A is a constant, take outside. So d cos of omega t by dt. Derivative of cos is a sine with negative sign minus sine omega t into derivative of this omega t is just omega. We get a value as minus a omega sine omega t. Acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. So d a omega sine omega t bracket complete dt with negative sign. So minus a omega as a common, d by dt sine omega t. Derivative of sine omega t is a cos omega t. So cos omega t, and again 1 omega comes out from this omega t. So minus a omega square cos of omega t is the acceleration. You may substitute the value of a cos omega t from a displacement, then we get minus omega square x. Similar to that of a previous table, we prepare the table for time axis or for phase mode. First we calculate the displacement. We know the here displacement x is equal to a cos of omega t. For different value of omega t, first omega t is equal to 0. So x is equal to a cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. Therefore a into 1. So x is equal to a. So we get first value for omega t is equal to 0 as a. Second value, when omega t is equal to pi by 2, x is equal to a cos of pi by 2. But cos pi by 2 is a 0. So x is equal to a into 0, which is equal to 0. So second value we get as 0. On other values we write as per previous. Here is a plus a, 0, now minus a, then again 0, then again plus a, 0, minus a. Now calculate the value of velocity. Velocity v is equal to minus a omega sine omega t, that just we have calculated in above. Velocity is minus a omega sine omega t. For different value of omega t, first omega t is equal to 0, velocity is equal to minus a omega sine 0, and sine 0 is always a 0. So minus a omega into 0, which is equal to 0. Second value, when omega t is equal to pi divided by 2, v is equal to minus a omega sine pi divided by 2. Since sine pi divided by 2 is 1, so 1, so minus a omega. Substitute that value again in table. First is a 0, then minus a omega. Once you get the two value, you write the other value directly. 0 a omega, 0 minus a omega, 0. And last we calculate the acceleration. A is equal to minus omega square x. When omega t is equal to 0, at that time we get x is equal to a, x is equal to a. Substitute that. So small a is equal to minus omega square a is the acceleration. Second, when omega t is equal to 5 by 2, then x is equal to 0. Just we have calculated. So a is equal to minus omega square into 0. So minus omega square into 0 is 0. Substitute these two values in above table. First we get minus a omega square, then 0, then plus a omega square, 0, minus a omega square, 0, and plus a omega square. As you get the values of displacement, velocity, acceleration for different values of a phase, now plot the graph. We have seen how to plot the graph when the particle starts from mean position. Similarly, you plot the graph when the particle starts from extreme position and using these values. So you draw graph your own. That graph must be in this way. The first, for displacement, you get the maximum value A, that is capital A. Here is also capital A. For velocity graph, when the particle starts from extreme position, it is a acceleration graph when the particle starts from extreme position. Conclusion using these three graphs. First conclusion, displacement time curve and acceleration time curve are cosine curves. Now change. And velocity time curve is a sine curve. Second, the displacement and acceleration is a maximum at extreme position where the velocity is a minimum at extreme position. Third point, there is a phase difference of pi by 2 radian between displacement and velocity. Fourth, there is a phase difference of pi by 2 radian between velocity and acceleration. And fifth, there is a phase difference pi radian between displacement and acceleration. These 3 points are similar to that of when particle starts from mean position. Only change in these 2 points. Composition of 2 SHM. Suppose particle performs 2 HSM at same time. The period and path of both SHM is the same, but amplitude and initial phase are slightly different. So we consider the equation of 2 SHM, that is the displacement of 2 SHM. First, x1 is equal to a1 sine omega t plus phi 1, and second, x2 is equal to a2 sine omega t plus phi 2. Using that, now we calculate the resultant of these two displacements. So resultant displacement x is equal to x1 plus x2. Resultant displacement x is equal to x1 plus x2. Substitute the value of x1 and x2. So x is equal to a1 sine omega t plus phi 1 plus a2 sine omega t plus phi 2. Now we use a formula sine a plus b is equal to sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. We apply this formula, then we get a expansion of these two terms. X is equal to a1 inside bracket sine omega t cos phi 1 plus cos omega t sine phi 1. Similarly, the expansion of second plus a2 sin omega t cos phi 2 plus cos omega t sin phi 2. Now multiply by a1 inside the bracket and a2 inside the bracket. a1 sin omega t cos of phi 1 plus a1 cos omega t sin phi 1 plus a2 sin omega t cos of phi 2 plus a2 cos omega t sin phi 2. See the two terms where sin omega t is a common, here cos omega t is a common. Take the sin omega t common. First, sin omega t inside the bracket a1 cos of phi 1 plus a2 cos of phi 2 plus, now take a cos omega t common from these two terms. So cos omega t inside bracket a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2. For these two brackets we take some assumptions. Let a1 cos phi 1 plus a2 cos phi 2 is equal to r cos of delta. Here both terms are cos, so we take a cos. Second, a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2. Here sin is present in both the terms, so we take r sin delta. This is named as equation 1, this is named as equation 2. Substitute this value in above equation. So x is equal to sin omega t r cos of delta plus cos omega t inside bracket r sin delta. Take r as a common. So x is equal to r inside bracket sin omega t cos of delta plus cos omega t sin delta. This bracket is equivalent to this equation or this formula. So we apply this formula in a reverse way. Then we get x is equal to r sin omega t plus delta, where r gives resultant amplitude of 2 SHM. Delta is initial phase of 2 SHM. This equation also gives you the equation of displacement of a particle performing 2 SHMs. Now we calculate the resultant amplitude by using the equation 1 and 2. Squaring and adding equation 2 and 1. So we write 2 first. So r square sin square delta plus r square cos square delta. So make the square of LHS and add together. Now RHS a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 whole bracket square plus inside bracket a1 cos of phi 1 plus a2 cos of phi 2 and whole bracket square. Now do the expansion of RHS side, both the brackets. From LHS take r square as a common. Inside bracket sin square delta plus cos square delta. Now Expanding the first bracket, we get a1 square sine square phi 1 plus 2 times a1 a2 sine phi 1 sine phi 2 plus a2 square sine square phi 2. Expand the second bracket, a1 square cos square phi 1 plus 2 times a1 a2 cos of phi 1 cos of phi 2 plus a2 square cos square phi 2. See this first term and this second. Take a a1 square as a common. From this we take 2a1 a2 common, and from these two terms we take a2 square as a common. To the LHS, bracket term sin square delta plus cos square delta is 1. So r square into 1 is equal to a1 square sin square phi 1 plus cos square phi 1. From these two terms we have taken a1 square as a common. 2 times a1 a2 inside bracket sin phi 1 sin phi 2 plus cos phi 1 cos phi 2 bracket complete. And now from remaining two terms we take a2 square as a common. So a2 square sin square phi 1 plus sin square phi 2 plus cos square phi 2. So r square is equal to, this first bracket is equivalent to the 1. So using the identity of trigonometry, so into 1 plus 2 times a1 a2. This is a formula of cos of phi 1 minus phi 2 plus a2 square into 1. Again it is using the identity of trigonometry, we get value as 1. So net equation r square is equal to a1 square plus 2 times a1 a2 cos of phi 1 plus phi 2, minus phi 2 plus a2 square. It gives you the resultant amplitude of 2 SHM or composition of 2 SHM. Now we apply the different phase differences, that is a case number 1. If phi 1 minus phi 2, that is a phase difference, is 0, at that time resultant amplitude r square is equal to a1 square plus 2 times a1 a2 cos 0 plus a2 square. So which is equal to a1 square plus 2 times a1 a2 cos 0 is always 1 plus a2 square. And it looks like to be a1 plus a2 whole bracket square. Taking square root of both sides, we get r is equal to a1 plus a2. It gives you the resultant amplitude when the phase difference is 0. Now the case number 2. When the phase difference, that is phi 1 minus phi 2, is equal to pi by 2, then r square is equal to a1 square plus 2 times a1 a2 cos of pi by 2 plus a2 square. So which is equal to a1 square plus 2 times a1 a2 cos pi by 2 is always 0 plus a2 square. So 0 into anything is always 0. So a1 square plus a2 square, which is equal to r square. Taking square root, so r is equal to, in square root, a1 square plus a2 square. Now we consider the case number 3. If phi 1 minus phi 2 is a pi, r square is equal to a1 square plus 2 times a1 a2 cos pi plus a2 square. but cos pi is minus 1. So a1 square plus 2 times a1 a2 into minus 1 plus a2 square. So a1 square minus plus minus minus 2a1 a2 plus a2 square. It becomes a1 minus a2 whole bracket square. Taking a square root, r is equal to a1 minus a2. Resultant amplitude when phase difference is pi. Now we calculate the initial phase. So to find initial phase delta, divide equation 2 by 1. So we divide the LHS of equation 2 by the LHS of equation 1 first. So r sin delta divided by r cos of delta is equal to a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 divided by a1 cos phi 1 plus a2 cos of phi 2. R cancel. So sin upon cos is nothing but tan delta, which is equal to a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 divided by a1 cos of phi 1 plus a2 cos of phi 2. So we get tan delta, but we required value of delta. We use the trigonometry. So delta is equal to tan inverse inside bracket a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 divided by a1 cos of phi 1 plus a2 cos of phi 2 and whole bracket complete. So it gives you the initial phase of a particle performing 2 SHM at a time.